Do a quick rabbit update. Show y'all Buddy. If you watch the sheep video I'm going to upload, you'll see him some more. This is the new sheep doggy. He's been doing good. He's been here for 4 days now, and so far so good. He's not the brightest dog, but he stays out there with the sheep. He doesn't bother chickens or anything. Just a good overall dog. Very pleased with him. Got him at an auction. Was in a pen full of sheep, so I'm guessing his owner just sold out a sheep and sold him too. So far so good. Babies, the main reason I'm doing the videos will come in a second, but let me show you these babies. She had 7. They're big now. They're over 10 days. Yeah, they have their eyes open. Mainly red and whites and casters. And it's cold. It's got 30 last night. You can see the heavy frost on the ground. It got cold. Alrighty. This doe here had, and I'm trying to remember if I did one when they were babies. I don't know if I did. These are both mini Rex does. They both had 7 each and raised them all. This one has more casters and some red and whites. But they're doing good. But this one is due. We will see. If she doesn't have babies this time, she's leaving. But this is the one I wanted to sing her praises. This is that New Zealand doe. You know, piece of apple I gave her. She's never had babies before, and people have asked the weather, you know, what do you need to do? This mama had, I haven't really counted them yet, but she had 8 or 9 in 30-degree weather. Yes, no heat lamp, no nothing, just this thin wood board that's cold to the touch, frozen to the touch. They're warm and snug in that with just her hair, okay? And so that is possible. If you have good mama rabbits, that's not a problem. Like I said, it was 30 last night, and she delivered last night. They weren't in there last night when I went to bed. So she delivered last night sometime, and they're fine, okay? Because I have a lot of people tell me, well, they froze. It's no, if your mama does right, her fur, she pulls fur and she puts it in the corner, and then she has the babies into that fur and puts more fur. It's very possible. Rabbits like cold weather. Hot weather is where you have a problem with rabbits. Now, if this was a red New Zealand, yes, I may have had a heat lamp on it just because I wanted to make sure that they made it. But on this one, I wanted to show y'all that they could, and so I just took my chances. Her being a first-time mama, she could have had them on the wire or had them and not covered them up and they'd all be dead, but she didn't. And her mom was the same way, a wonderful mom. And her first litter, she does like this. And that's why I think I have her given to another rabbit breeder or sold to another rabbit breeder when she's done with this litter. But I will keep 1 or 2 does out of her because she was bred to that red buck, which is now gone. But hey, mama, and keep the line. And after 3 or 4 generations, I will have broken reds out of a good hardy rabbit. Here's this litter. I'm keeping this little girl right here. She is so wrong. She is out of this heavy broken red New Zealand doe, pedigreed red New Zealand doe, and out of the buck that was over here. He was just a broken buck. I've traded him for this doe right here that's out of different blood. She's a 7-month-old doe, I think. I don't remember exactly. But here before long, I'll be breeding her and get a new line of red. So I'm working on getting a solid red buck. But there's no reason why that salt and pepper even showed up. And she's actually getting more red as she gets older. She's going to be a beautiful rabbit. But she's a doe, and I'm going to keep her. The rest are heavy brokens. Over here, this is that young doe I have. I'll probably wait till she's old enough to breed with this one and breed my 2 reds together. This is that litter of 13 that I kept. I have 6 left. 2 bucks and 4 does. And I'm not sure what I'm going to keep out of that. Some of these are for sale if anybody's interested. I'm in North Arkansas by Fayetteville, Arkansas. I do have some pedigreed reds for sale. And this was a mixed breed batch here. They went to a garage sale today. A friend was going to try selling for me at a garage sale to pay for their feed. but she had 8 and raised them all, and they were as pretty as that one back there. That's a little doe I kept, just so the mom would have one. This would be my future broken buck, and he's looking really nice. He's 4 months old, and he's not related to any of the babies right now, so I'm going to keep some does to breed back to him. But he's really nice. Really nice. Really, really nice. I'm very pleased with him. This is Gus Gus, and he will be the future daddy to all the mini Rexes. Move, Gus Gus. And he is a tri-mini Rex. And he's beautiful and a sweetheart too, and that's what I like in bucks. I want them to be sweethearts. And he is. He's a really good rabbit and has wonderful fur. Alrighty. The bottom one is finally growing up and becoming a pretty rabbit. This is a just a cross. I guess you'd call it a caster if it was any other breed. New Zealand's, they don't classify this as a color. But she's half red, and she'll be bred back to a solid red buck. And you can see if I can get some babies out of her. But she's my daughter's little pet that didn't get sold out of the little 2 litters ago, and she's actually a half sister to the doe that just had babies. That New Zealand that just had babies. She was at the last litter, that doe, before I traded her, and so she's doing great. But rabbits are doing good. It's cold. New dog for the sheep. He doesn't have to stay with the sheep during the day because he does it all night. He usually sleeps all day, and I don't mind. I can watch the sheep during the day if he'll watch them at night for me. So he's doing really good. But the gold medal goes to this doe here that has that lively bunch of babies on a 30-degree day, and did it all by herself on her first litter. So we're up to 1. I just got rid of that litter. So 2, 3, 4. That one hasn't had them yet. 5, 6. We have 6 litters from the boxes, anywhere from 7 weeks to 1 day old. So far so good. The only ones that I have that are pedigreed reds is this litter here's pedigreed reds, and that litter over there has 2 litters of pedigreed reds in it. It has 2 does out of 1 litter, and 2 bucks and 2 does out of another litter, out of that red litter. Remember that I lost and put in there with her. And so if anybody's looking for some red New Zealand's, just holler at me. I'll try to check it and get back with you. I'm sorry I'm so busy right now, but y'all have a wonderful day. Bye bye.